Peas and okra has always been a staple in our Southern family. So today I want to take you out to the garden. So let's discuss cowpeas, also known as black-eyed peas, starting now. Hi everyone, so today I wanted to share with you the cowpeas, or AKA as I know them, black-eyed peas, and so we are harvesting them today. But I wanted to just share some quick information and we'll go ahead and get these harvests. And I just absolutely love growing flowers and vegetables because right here we have a bee, and I think that is so sweet. But I'm not going to go ahead and get off topic. So I'm growing cowpeas, and this is my first year growing cowpeas. But real quick, let me tell you, first of all, I love the blooms on them, and I'll get a little bit closer. And I thought my eyes were deceiving me. One Saturday I was here working in the garden, and I looked over and I was like, I did not plant anything white. So apparently in the morning they are this beautiful white color. Now I don't know as if the time goes on or the plant or the whatever gets older, they do turn yellow. So as you can see, I think the new ones come out white and they eventually turn yellow, but they are so pretty to me. And so that's what I was seeing from across the garden, is the beautiful bloom. So that way I know I am going to plant these again. But I thought we were going to have a little bit of trouble with them because I've planted beans before, and the insects and everything else they ate them so bad, it was just crazy. Now I will tell you that it started out this way, but what I did is I put down a little diatomaceous earth, and then it seems that everything is going well and they're healthy. Now black-eyed peas are a good way to fix your nitrogen in your soil. And that's one of the reasons why I planted them, because I got my soil tested some months ago, and that was one thing that they told me to use is 15-0-15 fertilizer. So I just figured, let me plant some peas and that'll help fix my soil. Now I still put some 15-0-15 down in the old part of the garden. This is like the new one because we extended this year. But I thought that this would be an absolute great way to do it. Now let me tell you a little bit about the cowpeas. I thought that they were like a bush variety, and I'll go around to where I planted them. So they started out as a bush variety, but then all of a sudden they started to begin to trail. So these are like 1 to maybe 6 plants right here. I thought that they were going to be bush. I planted them according to what the package said, but they started to trail, so I had to do something quick. For these over here, it was great I planted them there because I have them trailing up the cattle panel, and then these I had to get these trellises that I had in my storage, and I've started trailing them and they got to the top, so I'm trying to make them go back down. And then what I also wanted to do too, just in case these got damaged, is I also planted them in the old part of the garden. But let me show you how smart plants are. So let's walk down here really quick and I'll show you what the other set of peas did. Okay, so here is the other set, and what they did, and I did not touch them, is they are so smart because once they figured out, I guess that they knew they were the trellising type, but like one of these plants over in here found its way to this cattle panel and start trailing it on its own self, which to me I thought was so smart. They were looking for support and they found it as they continued to grow. So what we're going to do today is we're going to harvest our peas, and you can do it in so many ways. You can harvest them dry, and that way, and I'm going to let a few of these dry. These are starting to dry, so you can let them dry on the plant, and you can harvest them, and that way you'll have storage, and also you can plant more seeds next year. So keep out some seeds once they're dry. but I'm going to harvest them fresh. They sell them at our store here a lot fresh. And then the younger peas, you can also kind of snap them, the whole pod. I'm talking about the whole pod, snap them within the peas. But I was also doing some research. I did not realize that the leaves you could use as like a spinach or something like that. So I thought that was really cool. And if you're in a zone that is really drought tolerant, this would definitely be a great plant for you to grow, because if I'm not mistaken, and I'm like 99% sure, these cowpeas, they go by so many names, but they originated in Africa. And so they can definitely withstand the drought. Now we're coming in the months where you get a lot of thunderstorms. So, but here in coastal 8B, we definitely have a lot of hot days. And I will say that these cowpeas or black-eyed peas have definitely stood up in the garden to this heat. So what I'm going to do is I have my harvest basket here, and I'm just going to go ahead and get some of the pods. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the beans that kind of already have the indentation like this and this one. So I'm just going to snap them off, and I'm going to get a pretty amount of size. My husband doesn't really like beans, but if I ask him to taste some because I grew them, then he'll, eat like a small bowl. I better not, push it, but he will try some. Okay, so we got our beans picked, what I'm going to pick today, and I just picked a basket full, and everything as a child is like coming back. I can remember my grandparents coming in with like a bushel of beans, and we would sit out on the front porch, all of the grandkids that were over there, and like shell beans. So that is what I will be doing today. And what I'm going to do, the beans that are kind of lower and turning yellow, we're going to leave those on the plant to dry. So we'll have some for storage, and then we'll also have some to plant again next year. So we'll let those dry, and then that is it. Now let me tell you the way I normally prepare my black-eyed peas. I do it the southern way. I saute some onion and garlic in a little bit of olive oil, and then either smoked turkey wings or smoked ham hock. And we are just going to put the black-eyed peas on and let them simmer until they are tender. And that is really, really good. So I hope you all try that recipe. So really quick, let's talk about harvesting or shelling our peas. So I've already done one. And what you want to do is, let me get one that hasn't been done. Like on the seam, just take your nail. You probably could even take a knife. I've been doing it so many years just with my nails. And you're just going to open them up, and this is how they look. And then let me show you one up close. Gosh, it's hard to do this with two hands. Okay, so can you see? Focus the black-eyed pea. Let me put them in a bowl, and then I could probably show you better the black-eyed pea, what they look like when you do them fresh. They are going to be so good. And I've already seen some pods I'm going to snap. So that was just that one pod, and this is how they look. Now when you do it fresh, it'll be like a green tinge, but as they dry, they'll look like the black-eyed peas that you see in the store. So I will shell these and put a few of the younger snaps in there, and they will be so delicious. So as always, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please share it with your family and your friends. And if you are not a subscriber, we would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So make sure that you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.